Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some friggin' books. I'm doing a little bit of bulk filming. I just said in the other video, but apologies in advance if you can hear noises happening. My neighbors are setting up a child's birthday party right outside. Today I am doing the Guilty Pleasures book tag. I think I wasn't tagged by anybody, but Breakeven Books did this one, and you guys should go check him out if you haven't already. He's the team captain, and I think the creator, he's the team captain for my team, and I think he's the creator of the Reindeer-a-thon that I am currently participating in as I film this, and he's just a delight. But yeah, I wasn't tagged, but it seemed like fun, so here we go. G is for Goofy, a book that is not that serious, but you love it because it makes you laugh. For this, I'm gonna go with a series of unfortunate events. It's funny because this book, like the premise sounds, these kids are orphans and there's an evil villain after them, and you know, it sounds like it's gonna be super serious, but it's very much not. It's super just nonsensical. There are moments in it that are like touching and sweet, and the kids, like their sibling relationship is just precious and I love them. It's so wholesome. How much they love each other and take care of each other. It's the most wholesome, pure thing. But yeah, other than that, it's very like silly and lighthearted, and the writing style I just love, and it genuinely makes me chuckle like very regularly as I'm reading these books. U is Underrated, a book you love even if it doesn't have great ratings on Amazon or Goodreads. So I looked at my faves shelf and I just picked the two that have the lowest rating, that's the same rating. So we've got Gilded Cage by Vic James and Nutshell by Ian McEwan. These both have a 3.67 on Goodreads. And this one, I imagine, I guess I didn't write down how many ratings and reviews it has. This one I think is just not as popular, so it's probably kind of low. And I mean, I guess, you know, some people might just really hate it and not like it, but I loved it. And then this one totally makes sense. I've talked about this before. It's fucking weird. And Ian McEwan's writing, a lot of people think is just super pretentious and they don't like it. I don't feel that way about it. I feel like his writing is pretentious, but in a good way. Does that make sense? Like, it's not annoying to me. I don't know how to describe it other than it just doesn't bother me. If you've ever read any Ian McEwan, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this one is just hella weird. And I looked at some of the reviews and a lot of people were just like very unnerved. So it very much makes sense to me that this book doesn't have a super high rating. I is for Inconceivable, a book you love even though the premise is ridiculous. And hi, hello, I was just talking about it. This is just always the book that comes to mind when I'm asked a question of like just a ridiculous plot and premise. This is fucking ridiculous. L is for Love, a book with a simple, basic, or ordinary romance that you connected to anyway. And I think their names are Mick and Zazu. Is that correct? I'm probably butchering it. But the two like side characters from Laini Taylor's the fucking Daughter of Smoke and Bone and whatever. And then there was like the sequel, or I guess companion novel, The Night of Cake and Puppets, that was about them. And yeah, they're just like cute. They're just sweet, and they just liked each other, and so they started dating and they just got along, and it was precious. T is for TV, a TV show you love even though everyone says it's trashy. The first one that came to mind was Desperate Housewives, because oh man, I was fucking obsessed. The season 1 premiered my freshman year of college in 2004, and me and my mom and my best friend were all obsessed, and every Sunday I would be texting each of them like, oh my god, did you just see blah, blah. Like, we were so into it. But even more so, Jersey Shore. I fucking loved Jersey Shore, even though it was just hot garbage. Like, I mean, I don't know, it was just fun. Jersey Shore to me was just fucking fun, except for Sam and Ronnie. That shit was just genuinely stressful for me sometimes. But yeah, that show just sucked me the hell in, and yeah, I love it. I haven't seen the newer one though, the family the family reunion or family, whatever the hell the like newer one is with them like being older. I want to watch it, I just haven't yet. Y is for Young, a book you read as an adult and loved it even though it was targeted for an audience younger than you. And I mean, I read a lot of YA, you guys know this. I don't read a ton of middle grade, but I do every now and then. But usually, honestly, if I'm reading middle grade, it's rereading books, so I've read them already when I was a kid. So the one that came to mind was The Secret Garden by Frances? The fuck? So the one that came to mind is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, because I had seen the movie many times as a child and loved it, but I had never read the book, and I read it last year, I think. Whenever I read it, I loved it. It's so fucking precious. Like, I think I like it. I still love the movie, and the nostalgia with the movie will always be there, I think, but I think I genuinely like the story of the book better than the movie, because they changed a few things. And there we go, that's all. A very quick tag, but it was a fun one. Talking about things that, you know, are quote unquote guilty pleasures, which, you know, like what you like. I think it's, I really hate it when people get like holier than thou about different forms of entertainment being, you know, loftier than the other. It's like, we're just trying to fucking entertain ourselves, you know? Let people like what they like. If they want to read classic literature one day and then read a middle grade silly book the next day, or a YA romance the next day, like, who fucking cares? And one of those is not necessarily better than the other. You're ingesting a story. That's the point. Whether it's TV, a movie, a book, a comic book, whatever, you're ingesting a story, and either way, at the bare minimum, hopefully you're kind of developing your empathy a little bit, right? You're putting yourself in someone else's shoes and learning a bit about the world by taking in this story of someone else's experience, at the bare minimum. But like, just let people watch their shit and read their shit and stop being stupid. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Let me know in the comments down below what your #1 guilty pleasure would be, whether it's TV, movie, whatever. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.